Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 17th. We're going to just jump right in here, Cancer, and see what is going on for you. Sorry, this whole deck is upside down. I don't know why I haven't fixed this yet, but I haven't. So we'll do it right now. But Cancer, this is just going to be part one, by the way. There will be a part two to this reading, and that will be linked up down below, right at the top of the comments. So let's see what is going on for you here, Cancer, at this time. And Cancer, you have this Otter Spirit card. It says transformation. So obviously, you could be going through a transformation. You've been getting a lot of these like transformation cards in general in your readings over the past like couple of weeks. So, seems to me like you are going on a transformation. You have this, I would call it a transformation journey. You get a lot of these journey cards. You have the World, the Page of Wands, both cards of going on an adventure. And you have this progression card as well, which says journey on it. So I feel like you're going on a journey with this energy clearly, but it could be like a journey of a transfer, to transform. You have the Three of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles in this row. As always, teamwork makes the dream work, Cancer. If you are doing anything, I feel that working together with other people would be very beneficial for you, Cancer. Working on a team, getting together with other people, all that stuff would be very helpful with this Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a card of your community and getting people to help you. You also have this Nine of Cups as well. Nine of Cups is a card of fulfillment and wish fulfillment. So I do feel that this could be some wish fulfillment coming in for you. It's kind of like a card of contentment, though. So I feel more restlessness than anything coming off of this Nine of Cups. And you also have the Two of Swords as well. Another kind of restless energy. And, again, I read intuitively. I don't just regurgitate card meanings. And, what I would say here is, just intuitively putting the two pieces of the puzzle together. This is giving me more restless energy than anything else. So you might be feeling restless, or maybe you have been feeling restless for a little bit of time. And what I would say here is that the Nine of Cups is a good card, but it can, again, be a card of contentment. Just say things have always been the same, and now you're looking for a change. And here you go, Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is like a choice. It's like he has a choice. It is a card of spinning plates, but I feel like asking, how long can this last? The Two of Pentacles, again, is a card of like spinning plates or juggling or doing too much work. And so I feel the card itself is asking you to like pay attention to the fact that how long can this energy last if you're juggling between two things. I feel like you're wanting to go all in on something in your life. Could be love. Although, for the most part, I would say it's your life in general. You have the Wheel of Fortune. On a very down and dirty tarot level, the Wheel of Fortune can just be your personal vision for your life. It's like the journey that you see yourself going on. Is that the correct journey? Maybe not. But, at the very least, the Wheel of Fortune is like, I see myself, accomplishing these things in my life. This is the direction I want to move in. But the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords in this diagonal are kind of saying to me that it's like you feel pulled in two different directions, or maybe you feel you have this card at the end that says misunderstanding. Maybe you feel like you're going to be misunderstood if you live your true, what you feel your true purpose is with that Wheel of Fortune. So we're gonna have to dig into that. You have this progressions card. This card just says journey on it. So for a lot of you, you are clearly on this journey. The kind of like a lot of wheels going on this card, a lot of circles, right? You have the Wheel of Fortune, the World as well. So there's like a lot having to do with maybe your destiny. The wheels, the Wheel of Fortune, the World can have a lot to do with like your destiny, your purpose, like I said, any of those things. So in this row, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Swords, and the World card. I feel that the Four of Swords is kind of like a little bit of hoping and praying energy. You can see that he is praying right here. In this stained glass window up here, there's a person who's receiving blessings. So I feel that it's like you're hoping to receive blessings to be more successful at this time, or you're hoping to receive blessings that put you back on your path, are the words that I'm getting. The Wheel of Fortune, again, is like how you see your, what your destiny, or your whatever you want to call it. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like you kind of see your destiny going in a certain direction. It just popped into my head as right now that I feel some of you need to take more control of your destiny. There's 3 wheels, or there's several. You can be on the outside of the wheel. You can be on this like inner ring, or you can be all the way at the center. You want to be at the center of the Wheel of Fortune. When you are at the center of the Wheel of Fortune, it's like things are always changing around you. Things are always changing in your life. But when you're at the center, you're upright. You aren't just like spinning around the wheel. You're actually taking control of the changes of the things that are happening around you, and you're able to maybe make more progress because of that. And it's like you're not so much just like being tossed around by life. And with the world, it's like you're regaining some power. Here's the thing. Is that she represents a sorceress, this lady in the middle here. She has 2 wands as well. One wand is kind of like the magician's wand. She's able to manifest things with her words. The other wand kind of represents action. She's able to do both things. She's able to like use magic, and she's also able to take real world action towards her goals. And I kind of see that. That's really all that's popping into my head here, is that you're becoming more powerful. Maybe you're just believing in yourself more and in your journey. And I feel like the magic that is occurring here is that you're more willing to be misunderstood. Let's talk about it right now. You have this wall card. It says misunderstanding. And you also have this broom card. It says new home, new attitude. So these are the 2 cards that you have right here. I kind of feel like some of you, the broom card is more talking about like cleaning up your vibration and making sure that you kind of clean up your vibration, especially with the 3 of Swords right here. And we'll talk about this in a second. But that misunderstanding card, I feel, is like you're more willing to be misunderstood. Maybe you're willing to go on your own journey. Very important at this time. It's like we're not going to be, I think the struggle right now is that we're all like, people are waiting for something to happen, I feel intuitively, but it's like nothing is going to happen. We have to be the ones to make something happen right now. It's like things aren't changing. Things are very stagnant in the energy, right? Things are always the same, and we're like pretty stuck. And it's like the only thing that is going to give us permission to be free is ourselves, right? So it's going to require like brave people to be willing to be misunderstood. It's like maybe you have some like crazy idea for a business that people are going to misunderstand, but who cares if you're successful, right? Or who cares what those people think when you become successful, is what I should say. You have the 2 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the Page of Wands. This 3 of Swords is really where I'm getting the energy of needing to clean up your vibration, because 3 of Swords is a card of forgiveness. Those 3 swords could be in your own heart right there on this card, and they represent like needing to forgive the past, or maybe needing to forgive past situations, past people, past whatever. So I do feel like a lot of you are either needing to or have or are working on forgiving all these situations from the past with this card. 3 of Swords is meant to be temporary. It's raining on the card, and it doesn't rain forever, so it's a card of like a temporary situation. But I would say any wounds, anything you can clean up would be good. The 2 of Swords, also a card of adventure. She needs to go to these new lands that are behind her on this card. You can see that there's another island back here. She's basically sitting where she has always been, and she needs to go to these new lands, because why not? It's like, why not see what is over there? Why not see if there is something new over there or something different? It's almost like if you were, kind of exploring new lands for the first time, people might call you crazy, right? Or if you're like doing something that's never been before, it's reminding me of that like innovative energy, or that more like, I don't want to call that adventurer type energy, where it's like people might be thinking you're nuts, but at the same time, there's probably something really good over there. It could be like new lands that are very fertile, or whatever you want to call it. And the Page of Wands is encouraging you to go on this adventure. Page of Wands is a very adventurous energy. Page of Wands is willing to go and experience new things. So pretty simple stuff here in this first part of the reading, because I just feel that it's like encouraging you to go on a new adventure. I feel like it's encouraging you to move towards, something new. I kind of want to just get another row is what I feel like doing, because I'm nosy. Where is this going? You have the Knight of Swords. I feel like you fear that you're rushing some sort of change. Of course I would make it. If you're making a change at this time or a transformation, which it looks like you're doing, then I would say take your time. But I do feel like there is a need to kind of like move more quickly. You have the Nine of Wands. Some of you could be doing something that you maybe gave up on in the past, or maybe you thought you were going to give up on something in the past. And the Nine of Wands is like a card that says, number one, don't give up on something. So it's almost like a second chance. Wheel of Fortune, all this wheel type stuff going on here in this row. This right here would kind of give me more second chance vibes, because it's like something is coming back around. Nine of Wands is a card that says don't give up. It's a card that says try again. And so for some of you, I feel like you need to try something again. And I'm not referring to a relationship here. This to me looks like an opportunity that kind of helps you progress along your journey. And again, I feel like this could come up in the form of an opportunity to go on a journey. So some of you, literally, this could be an opportunity to travel, to move, to this is like an opportunity to undergo a transformation. And whatever the transformation is, it could be you getting a raise, a promotion, any way that you could use the word transformation is what type of opportunity could come up. But it's something you thought about doing in the past with that Nine of Wands. Now you do have the Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords is lying, cheating, stealing. But really, I wouldn't call this a love reading. I don't really see love here. That does not mean you won't have love this week or anything like that. This reading, there are plenty of love readers out there, I'll leave it at that. This reading just happens to not be a love reading, I feel. I feel like this Seven of Swords is talking about kind of like how you do something. He's doing things differently. He could go to war with this army that's in the background over there, but he's stealing their swords instead. He's making sure that those swords can't be used against him in battle by stealing the swords. It's like he's going to war in a different way. He's doing it differently than most people. Two of Swords right here. It's like, it's kind of like a simple reading, because I feel like it's saying you're starting a journey, you're taking control of your destiny basically, and maybe you're doing it in a different way than most people do it. So your biggest challenge is dealing with being misunderstood. It's like people aren't necessarily going to understand why or how you are doing things this week, I feel. Not just this week, actually. I'd say probably the entire year. But your job is to just not worry about it. You have that broom card there. I would brush those people away, or at least brush their energy away. But that's what I get here, Cancer, so far. So there's going to be a part 2 linked up down below. Make sure to check out part 2. But thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.